I feel like it shouldn't have never happened. If you wanted me to put my phone away, I was not going to put it away. So I have the right to record. I have the right to assembly. I have the right to press. You can't deny me my rights. So that was that.
Oh, bro, fuck is here. Y'all let this bitch bogus as hell. ABC7 was at this bitch. Shit. I got it. Oh, bro.
And she's finna get her shit fixed. Fuck. Is you tell motherfuckers Johnny Day? Fuck.
Gee, why y'all playing? Why y'all playing? Bro, look at the GoFundMe. These people, look, I can't even. So why they smacked you? I just told you he smacked me. Damn, I'm talking close as hell to the phone. They gonna see my teeth. Anyways, look, we just gonna do this. GoFundMe bust on bro. These white people love a sad sob story.
Daddy, my friend really just got rich as hell off this shit for it. The police really didn't do shit but just make her rich as fuck for no reason.
They lame as hell.
They lame as fuck, folk.
Okay, I do this activist shit for real. This not for fake. I wish y'all ass wake up and realize that 12 do not give no fuck about us because.
Alright, so this happened. I don't know how viral it is. I know it was big news in Chicago. Shout out to Mace Jackson. He covered it on his show this week. So we know that black men get blamed for when these women go out here, you know, to burn the capes, divest, black stands. All them chicks is, you know, tired of the female warrior narrative. And it's all black men's fault that black women decide to climb on top of what was that? The Empire, no. What'd she do? Oh, Statue of Liberty a couple years ago. Or the one chick climbed the pole to take down the Confederate flag. That's somehow the black man's fault that y'all go up there and do that silly shit. But I was thinking about this chick, right? Like, she's young, so whatever. But, you know, women, you know, we know that sisters crave for attention. They want so-called global validation and whatnot. And they feel undesired and other things. And I'm just thinking, like, you know, the argument online is that it's black men's fault that these women, we're forcing you to go fight on the front lines and march for us. Like, I wish you had to sit down and go stay home. But I'm like, how many of these women, like we know that Black Lives Matter uses the death of black men, they exploit the death of black men just to push some LGBT, other matriarchal, anti-government stuff, right? They want to blow the system up and do it with no standards and no structures, right? We know that. But how, I bet, because we know that it's the number one deflection, or the number one is, well, we marched and protested for y'all. Like, but I didn't ask you to. You can't hold some shit against me that I didn't ask you to do. But that's the general response to a colorist entertainer making this comment, or a rapper, or a comedian even, God forbid. Comedians can't tell jokes. Not about black women. That's usually the defense mechanism. We did this. But I'm thinking, like, how many of these women are out there just for the attention? Like, we used to see this in Manosphere. We used to talk about it back in the day on YouTube, about how, like, the weirdo white girls, when they want some attention, they do weird shit, like, you know, being sexual with females. Don't be gay, but just be doing that for attention. Or, like, be dressing awkward and, like, putting tutus on and their clothes, like, you know, them weird ass white girls that do stuff like that. They were doing that for attention. I wonder how many women are doing the protest bag for attention. Because you go viral, you get connections with, you get some of that George Soros money, you get guilty white liberal money, and I'm like, it's a bag. And this girl is a prime example of it being a bag, because she got like $100,000 for getting her teeth knocked out by the police. And again, I didn't hear the whole show, but I heard people like, were the black men that protect her? First of all, get it straight. First of all, the worst thing about this is she got her teeth knocked out, which I can't even say is worse, because she got a GoFundMe that got $100,000, so she's good. Like, her teeth is getting knocked out was worth the struggle. But this was not at a death of a black man. This was not for police brutality or injustices. This was at the Columbus statue. So this was for some Indigenous People Day stuff. And in Chicago, they wanted to tear down the statue of Columbus. So it's like, we picked some weird hills to die on. Like, we picked some weird stuff to go out there and risk all our little political capital we got left to fight for. Like, no. And if you look, obviously, like most of these rallies and protests, especially in major cities that are not like, in the South, is a bunch of white liberals out there with them. It's not a bunch of black men out there. It's not a bunch of black people out there, period. Even you saw the videos of the black people taking pictures, and like the chick who burnt down the Wendy's where the dude got shot in Georgia. Like, it's a white girl that tried to do that. You saw the lawyer try to throw Molotov cocktails. Like, there's a bunch of white folks out here burning down y'all shit in y'all neighborhoods and whatnot, because, whatever. But it's weird, like, people even think the connection, like, first of all, a lot of black men don't mess with Black Lives Matter, despite the optics of it and the idea that it's for us, right? We know that's not true. Just go listen to the leaders of the group. So we're not there. And again, this is an example of a chick, not saying her, but the people who are looking at, well, that should have never happened to her because she's a little girl. But I'm like, she wanted to be rescued. She didn't want to be protected. Protection says stay your ass at home. Don't be out there protesting, rioting, and knocking down statues. And definitely showing your face on social media, admitting you're spitting on cops and doing things that are vandalized. Like who does that? Most people got enough sense to cover their faces and not be alone. But she's found a bag in activism, so I'm sure she's gonna keep doing what she's doing. I'm sure she's gonna get some of that Soros money and be good if she don't. And even if she did get locked up, she's probably gonna have people bail her out and all that other stuff. If she don't say too much stupid stuff, because she was admitting to a lot of dumb stuff that's gonna make their movements look bad. But to me, this sister's an example of, doing it for attention, not doing it for the cause. She understands there's a bag in it. She getting that guilty liberal white guilt liberal money, and like, how else was this girl gonna get $100,000 in like an hour? What else was she gonna do to get this much attention and I'm not gonna say fame, but the endorphins from going viral and everybody hitting you up and thanking you for your sacrifice for the Columbus statue? It's a bag now, and I'm sure other young girls are going to see that and want to be encouraged by it, despite how much all the women online are talking about. They keep promoting us as these female warrior, whatever. I can't even talk right now. I'm having a Beyonce moment. Female warriors, and I'm just like, yeah, like, it ain't us. Like, look at the bigger picture. Step back a little bit. It's a little bit like, yeah, I get it. There are some liberal, feminist, matriarchal black men who promote that and want that, but that's a space and a lane for that. But outside of that, this is a bag. This is a thing. She's never going to get this much attention ever again in her life, other than doing stuff like this. And let's see how many more young ladies hop on this bandwagon to do the same thing. She got her teeth knocked out by a cop. Grown ass man hit her, and I'm like, no. My protection would say your ass wouldn't be there. I can't protect you if you go out and put yourself in danger. And again, I say this. I remember when say her name because she's a YouTuber. Tora Sense was out in St. Louis when that happened, because they went there to protest, and I'm just like I don't know, like your husband let you go out there and do that. Like, he was there with her. But I'm like, why would I bring my wife to get tear gassed and maced? And I don't understand that. Like, no, stay your ass at home. I'll do that. You stay home. Now, so personally, I'm not going out there to get, for no goddamn statues. Like, I don't give a damn about no statues. That shit is just stupid. It's a waste of political capital. And it's like, other groups are doing the things, trying to get the bag. They're looking for the future. Remember, Omarosa said when she was in the White House, these people got deals for the next 50, 60 years of taxpayer dollars being done, and we over here crying about statues from 1492. Huh? Like, I just think we hustling backwards, man. We waste the little political capital we got. Robert Perillo said it a while back. How, like, when because the Confederates and the monuments and all that stuff, yeah, it's stupid. It shouldn't be. Like, the Confederate flag is a participation trophy, right? But it's like Georgia got their flag to be a little bit less racist, right? They got to be racist light. They removed certain symbolism from it, and that hurt them politically. They used their little political capital for some symbolic shit, and they haven't had a black governor since. That like, to me, you have to weigh out the pros and the cons. Everything isn't worth fighting for at every moment, and it seems like we're caught up in this symbolic shit with statues. Like, nah, we ain't asked for that. Forget the statues. Change these laws and these rules that hurt black people forget a statue. And you notice that a lot of these Democrats want these statues down. Like you see in Chicago, their speakers taking down a statue of a white racist Democrat that's been there forever, but now all of a sudden, because companies are kind of woke, you know, everybody's doing their part. It's funny too, this Call of Duty got like this chick in blackface, but it was like, we stand with Black Lives, and then got this chick in blackface. I know it's war paint and all that, but it's just hilarious that right after you see the little corny we stand with Black Lives that every company is doing, there's a Becky with blackface on. But yeah, that's just my video. This black men are not responsible for this little female warrior, wakanda warrior. She's doing it on her own volition. She sees the bag, she sees the money into this, and she's getting attention, which is a drug. And it's just like, I wonder how many women are doing this shit just for attention, just to feel value, just to feel a part of something. And I think it's a lot of them. But yeah, I don't know, I should put the clip of her wilding out and exposing herself before I do all this. That's my video, I'm out. It's not my fault that she's a female wakanda warrior. She did that shit on her own.
They love being ran by you will never see it. I'm telling you, I'm dead ass in police officers' face. Spit on their ass, throwing water at their ass, throwing food at their ass. I did not give no fuck. I'm not scared of no fucking police. I could have got arrested, G. One of the white shirts, his name Legger, Legger. He talking about, go get her. Boy, don't come get shit. I'm gonna bail. What do you mean? Oh God. You not finna lock me up and I got a whole job to attend to and bills to pay. What the with this shit? Yes, I was down there breaking windows. Fuck you talking about. On camera with pose and shit. Yes, I was. Fuck you talking about. Breaking Fifth Third Bank's glass windows. Breaking K Jewelers windows. Yes, I was. I don't give no fuck who man. Yes, I was.
Hey, this is Dawn.
Hey,
Dawn. It's so good to be on your show. I love your show. I just wanted to say, as far as the young lady that got hurt, got hit in her mouth, I just heard that last caller. That was eye-opening, but I was going to say, I don't even think that these young women should be out there, because they're being met by police officers. They're usually men. When you watch the videos, they're usually these very big men wearing riot gear, holding batons and sticks. And you got these little girls out there in flip-flops and shorts and stuff. And I don't understand why they're even there, putting themselves in that type of danger. And then I wanted to say about the Columbus statue. I do agree that it in itself is not, the priority for us as a black community. And now when you talk about whoever these organizations are that are, doing this, I think the reason they chose to go there is because it's symbolic and it can get a lot of press attention that they can leverage for something later. I just don't know that they're going to use that leverage for the benefit of South and West Side communities.
Again, thank you. First of all, call. Thank you for your call. Again, what made Columbus the priority right now? White people. I'm just saying, they are picking our fights right now.